Hi, this is Ambika, Assistant Professor, Department of AIML. Topic is continuous integration, continuous delivery. So let us go for the recap. So when a software update is caused by our daily apps, so what are the issues we are going to follow? Example like banking, email, e-commerce. So what could have prevented it? So these are the following reasons. Inadequate monitoring tools, lack of user notifications, communication, poor feedback mechanisms, and insufficient test coverage. So at the end of the session, the students will be able to understand the principles, select the tools, apply the design thinking, and evaluate the implementation. So let us come for the problem statement. So Priya, a middle-level engineer in a fintech company. Here the software releases are slow, bugs are found late, and also the rollback takes place for hours. So what are the reasons behind this? It may be the manual deployment, insufficient testing, lack of visibility, and the testing is often rushed. Let us empathize the Priya's pain points which impacts the work. So there will be the deployment anxiety and she worries about the successful deployment as the releases are slow. So to speed up the software delivery, so the pressure also increases. Priya's work challenges is also the one of the pain points. So the impact on the work will be like customer satisfaction decreases. Let us define the problem. How we might able to help the Priya's team for automate the testing, reduce the release risk, and improve the deployment frequency. So what are the solutions for solving these problems? We can use CI, continuous integration, so that we can find out the issues early through the unit testing or integration test. We can introduce the staging environments. We can automate the rollback with canary deployments. Canary deployments is nothing but the software release strategy, so which helps for automatic rollbacking. Next comes the prototype. It includes source, build, test, and deploy. So the git push command is used for transforming the data from the local repository to the remote repository. Next one, building. Here the CI server is used for building. It compiles the code from the source for building the models. Next, the test. It includes the smoke test, unit test, and integration test. Smoke test is nothing but we are testing the applications and the critical functions before handing them over to the validation testings. Next one is unit testing. We are testing the each and every parts of the software. It is called as unit testing. Integration testing. Each and every modules they are integrated, they are grouped together and they are tested. Next comes the deployment. It includes continuous delivery or continuous deployment. Continuous delivery leads to the manual deployment, handing over the software application for manual deployment before or after completing the tests. Next comes the continuous deployment. It refers to the automated deployment after completing all the tests. Then it leads to the production for the real-time users. What is CI/CD? CI stands for the continuous integration. It automates the testing and integration. CD stands for continuous delivery and deployment. It automates the release for the production. So the outcome of these two things will be like faster feedback loops, fewer bugs, and then reduced manual effort. CI/CD pipeline overview. Here some common tools like GitHub Actions, Jenkins, GitLab CI, Circle CI are used. So at various stages, popular tools were used. Source code management (SCM). Here we are using the tools like Git, GitHub, GitLab. CI server for building stage, we will be using Jenkins, GitLab CI, Circle CI. For deployment stage, we'll be using Spinnaker, Argo CD, and Flux tool. For monitoring, we'll be using Prometheus and Grafana's tool. What are the best practices we should follow? We should commit early as well as commit often. We have to write the test before deploying. We have to keep our builds very fast. We can use feature flags. We should also monitor everything. Next, the anti-patterns to avoid. We should avoid the manual testing after CI. Next one is huge monoliths leads to the slow pipelines. So monolith is nothing but it is a large complicated tightly coupled applications. So it leads to the slow pipelines. We can also ignore the failed builds and there should be no rollback strategy. This is the mind map of the continuous integration and continuous delivery. Here the code will be committed. It will be transformed from the local repository to the remote repository and then building will be done using the CI server. Then after every stages the testing will be automated and then it will be leading to the deployment and or the production for the real-time users or the system. Next, the students are given the chances for activity, and they can think, they can share their views, and they can find out what are the CI/CD challenges they have been facing. The puzzles are also given for them to unscramble the words related to the continuous integration or delivery. Thank you.